Hey Capricorn, happy Monday. Hope you guys are having a blessed day. I know Monday is usually the crucial start of your work week. But I'm here to finish out the rest of the generals. If you would like to see your zodiac, please click on hashtag generals inside my post and it will redirect you straight to the readings of what you're looking for. Okay, if you're not a Capricorn. These are general readings for a Capricorn, for a sun, moon, and rising in your Venus sign. And it may apply to you if you have Capricorn in your chart. Okay, so I'm just going to clear the cards. I like to clear the cards in front of the camera. So let me clear and cut the cards. Hope all is well with Capricorns. I feel Capricorns are really coming into their own. They're growing and they're realizing what it is that they want and need in their life. So good for you, Capricorn. I'm just saying, I feel like you're moving on from things that no longer serve you purpose, because that card came out. When they pop out during the cut, I do like to show the camera. Okay. And then this one. Yep, see? You're moving on. And 0, that's the Fool in Tarot. It's about new beginnings, stepping into the known, trusting your intuition, trusting your thought process of what it is in the best interest of you. Okay, Capricorn, so good for you. So let me just finish clearing the cards. The deck that I'm reading from for these generals is this, if you're interested in. I use different decks. Sometimes I'll use clarifiers. I'm just starting off slow, because these videos are actually going to be debuting on YouTube. I finally made it. Finally overcame my social anxiety and shyness, and starting up my YouTube channel. There you go. Good for you, Capricorn. So yeah, I feel like Capricorn, you've done a lot of healing in the past year. Shine, that is the sun in tarot. So you're finding your happiness within. You don't necessarily rely on outside resources or other people and places or things to find your happiness within. Capricorns are starting to realize it's them that makes themselves happy, not necessarily a person, place, or thing. So good for you, Capricorns. So let's see what the cards have to say. Let's cut them. All right. I've been doing 5-card success spreads, okay? So let's see what's going on. All right. So the overall energy is balance, okay? So, you know, depending upon, I know that I've explained in other videos that we were born with the feminine and masculine energy. I do feel like the Capricorns are coming into balancing of their energies. There could be someone of interest outside themselves that they would need to balance, but I truly feel like what I'm seeing is I don't know if you had an interest in somebody. I don't know if you were talking to somebody and they lost interest in talking with you. But I do see that Capricorns are really looking within and balancing themselves. So this could be either the union of a masculine and feminine energy within you, or it could be a union of somebody that's outside of yourself, because the card that comes after is rebuild. And the sacral chakra, which has to do with, you know, learning to observe your emotions, not absorb them. And your throat chakra came after. So learning to explore your, explore your thought process is what you can do about the situation, all right? So let me just put this back the way it was, all right? And then, so what I feel like is that Capricorns are really coming into their own. They're moving towards the light at the end of their tunnel. They're learning to take the lead and take responsibility and strength in their actions and what they need to do moving forward. The Two of Cups is here. So I don't know, Capricorn, if you're wondering about somebody that you showed an interest to, you're wondering where they stand with you, but I do feel like that there's an opportunity of growth, but I feel like it's more on their side than on your side. I feel like Capricorns have really come into their own. I feel like Capricorns don't rely or stay attached to certain situations or people that no longer bring them purpose in the present. I feel like that Capricorns learning to move on from things that are not good for them. I feel like that Capricorns are, balancing themselves out. They're learning to do things in moderation. And, Capricorns have the stigma that they have a hard time balancing work and play. I do feel like that the energy of a Capricorn is definitely learning to balance their work and play. Again, the overall energy is balance. Number 14, okay, in tarot. In tarot, that is the Temperance, and the Temperance is all about finding peace. It's all about doing things in balance and moderation. It's all about finding balance within yourself and not letting outside resource, situation, or people influence what it is that you want and need in your life. And you're going to be finding balance, Capricorn. So that tells me that you're trusting your intuition, you're looking within, and what doesn't feel right, you stop, and what feels right, you move forward. The card number is 14. 1 has to do with new beginning. 4 has to do with stability. And I truly feel like that with this coming after, that you're transforming the devil. This is the devil in tarot. No, it doesn't mean the devil. It just means that you're going through certain changes. You're putting endings to things that no longer serve your purpose, and you're rebuilding to bigger and better things that serve your purpose in the present, that gives you the even give and take of emotional, spiritual, physical, all that good stuff. And for these two to come up right after, that further tells me that you're balancing your emotions, and that you're going to speak your piece, and you're going to do it in a classy and kind manner, because you have what it takes to move forward. I'm just saying, okay? So the overall energy, Capricorn, is balance. Keywords is renew, acknowledge, compromise, equality, harmony, healing. Balance is important in all aspects of life, but it is especially important in relationships, both with others and with yourself. This card suggests that you examine your relationships to see if they're truly in balance. A healthy relationship should include time to be together as well as time to be apart. Take some time in peaceful solitude to renew your acquaintance with yourself. Acknowledge what you bring to the relationship and what your partner brings to the relationship. Ensure that you both play an equal role and that no one person dominates. Okay? Compromise is required in order for a relationship to be harmonious. Be willing to give and receive. By finding the middle ground, you'll help to ensure that your needs and the needs of your partner are met. Compromise also includes accepting that people are individuals with different personalities and ways of looking at the world. Embrace your differences, rejoice in your similarities. If you find yourself at odds, be willing to work through issues honestly and with love, confident that your differences can be resolved. This is an excellent time to help heal discordant relationships by bringing them into better balance. If you're seeking a romantic relationship, balancing aspects of your own life will open the way to new love. And also making sure that your relationships with family and friends are in balance will set the tone for the new romance that's on its way to you. Okay, so, and looking at the cards, I do feel like there's new love coming in the direction of a Capricorn if you're single. I do feel like that Capricorns know to give and take of emotion, physical, talking it out, having a heart-to-heart, that, they're going to be looking past the illusions and looking past the veil and finding the inner child and the inner voice to truly express what it is they need and want in a relationship. Okay, so your affirmation, your overall energy, Capricorn, is I embrace our differences and bring balance and healing to my relationships. Okay, so again, this card is the Temperance. Okay, in tarot, this holds the energy of a Sagittarius. Okay, Capricorn. And Sagittarius are all about wisdom. They're all about good luck. They're all about taking journeys into unknown. You know, the energy is all about being optimistic, all about being open-minded, all about, you know, opening up to other people's differences and perceptions and not judging them on what they think. You know, people are going on their different pace on their spiritual journey. So it could be that you're ahead of the person that you're interested in. It could be that you're more in line with yourself than the person that you're interested in, okay? But I do feel like that there's a new love coming in your direction that is going to bring you attention. I do feel like that Capricorns have really came and grown into their own. They put a lot of hard work and effort towards certain goals and aspirations, and those hard work and efforts will pay off. Maybe, you know, not right away, but, you know, remember, everything happens in divine timing, not on our timetable. But I do feel like the Capricorns are well on their way to building their abundance to where they don't need to worry about bills. They can have, you know, just as much fun than, you know, being at work. And I do feel like that, you know, this being, you know, the Ace of Pentacles in tarot, Ace of Pentacles, all aces in tarot has to do with new beginnings. So this could be the growth of your abundance. Your abundance is going to start growing where it gives you the stability, where it gives you the you'll be rewarded for whatever hard work and effort you put into in your present in your life. It will be rewarded down the road, so be patient. Okay, this is the Ace of Pentacles. All right, the key words is stability, reality, grounded, health. The potential exists now to bring greater stability to your relationships. Be realistic about what you can expect from others and what you can offer in return. Be consistent and clear in your actions and demand the same by taking a down-to-earth approach. Your expectations of other people are more likely to be met, and relationships will be strengthened. Scattered emotional energy will not serve you, so be sure to ground yourself. Steady, calm energy will translate into secure and strong relationships. To ground yourself, take a walk in nature, connect with the energy of the trees and Mother Earth herself. Enjoy greater health by exercising and eating well. A healthy body will help you feel confident about yourself and your abilities. This self-assured energy will enable you to improve your current relationships and attract new ones as well. So for this to be your overall energy, this is confirming that you're starting to ground yourself. You're starting to be more balanced. You're starting to stay within your power. You're starting to stand in your power and speak your truth and stay in your truth. That you're learning to, you know, not let the differences of others bother you. That it is what it is. They're going to be them. You're going to be you, and you're going to move on to the light at the end of your tunnel, because the hard work and effort that you put into something is going to, you know, manifest. And the reason why I say that is so that holds the energy of a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. Sorry, I thought I had this bookmarked, but yes, I sometimes read from the book. Sometimes I do without the guidebook. Sometimes I do with the guidebook. Since I'm debuting on YouTube with some of these videos, I just want to show overall what I do. I don't necessarily need the cards. I don't necessarily need the guidebook. I like to use them as tools to keep the person engaged in the message that they are to listen and receive. Okay. So the next card that comes up on the ballot is another major arcana. So we have major arcanas across the board, so that's pretty cool. So so new beginnings in your abundance, new opportunities are coming in your direction. Okay. All right. So, and it confirms it because this is considered the Emperor in Tarot, okay? Number 4, further confirming that stability. So you have 1 and 4 here, new beginning, stability. 1 plus 4 equals 5, so that's change. Further confirming Ace of Pentacles, change and increase in your abundance possibly. 1, new beginning. And then 4, stability, Emperor, okay? Emperors is, all about organizing, prioritizing. Emperors are all about keeping their ducks in their place, knowing what they want, and pursuing what they want moving forward. The Emperor holds the energy of an Aries, which is a fire sign. Fire signs sometimes come with intense energy. Aries has to do with the self. Aries sits in house 1, which has to do with the self, meaning that you're taking the time to look within. You're taking the time to look within, trust your intuition, and know what it is that you want and need forward. So the key word is lead. So you're definitely taking the lead in your own spiritual journey, in your own abundance and growth, to truly embrace who you are and what you're meant to be, and what your life purpose is meant to be in this world. So Capricorn, we're only in the second card in, and it's showing that you really have grown, you've spiritually grown within yourself, that you rely more on your intuition and not necessarily what people tell you, that you're looking within, and that you're searching within yourself what it is you need and want, and not staying attached to unhealthy relationships that just served you, depression, crying, and misery. So good for you for taking the lead, Capricorn, okay? Because the key words is guide, prioritize, act, structure, effort, reason. In matters of the heart, the energy of this card can both help and hinder. Examine the role that you play in your relationships. Do you take the lead and guide the direction of the relationship, or do you follow the other person? If you lead, you are forcing your will on the other person. If you follow, are your own needs being met? A solid relationship involves give and take, lead and follow. There has to be an even exchange of energy, and this is true for all relationships. This card reminds you to guide, not dominate. This card focuses on the intellectual rather than the emotional side of the relationships. How is the relationship serving those involved? If a relationship is to be healthy and strong, everyone's needs must be met. There has to be sufficient structure and order so that each person knows the boundaries. Each person must make the relationship a priority and put effort into making it strong. And finally, the decisions made in and about the relationship must be based on sound reasoning rather than pure ego. If you're looking for a romantic relationship, you are actively searching, and you are hoping for someone who will simply show up in your life. This is a card of action, of being proactive and not reactive. Take the lead, network, make yourself available. So the affirmation for this card for you, Capricorn, is I ensure that my relationships are healthy and that each person's needs are met. Okay? So again, Capricorns, it could be a possible new love. I feel like that you've learned from previous experiences that in order for a relationship to grow and prosper, there has to be even give and take of, trust, communication, respect, understanding, and even take of emotion, and even take of physical, even take of, I give you, you give me. If I'm showing you that I care, I would expect that person to show care back. But again, everybody's going at a different pace in their spiritual journey, so they might not be as experienced or as intuitive like you, Capricorn, where you know how to take the lead. But I feel like the energy of a Capricorn lately has been staying on their own path, staying on their own ground, realizing what they deserve and don't deserve. I feel like the Capricorns have learned to pace themselves, be patient, setting those healthy boundaries, understanding that everything happens in divine time, not on your timetable. Because I feel like that the energy of a Capricorn are focused on their career, are focused on, advancing themselves in their education or whatever it is that you're doing in your life right now, Capricorn. I feel like that focuses on that, but I feel like in the back of your head that, you're ready to be in a relationship, you're ready to be a team player, you're ready to, give that even give and take. But I feel like the energies of Capricorn, the life lesson that they learned this year and moving forward during the summer is that if there's no even give and take, that they don't need to waste their time or put time into something that is not giving them back what they deserve. So Capricorn's good for you, because the reason why I say this is you're confronting what no longer serves you purpose, okay? 18 in the tarot is the moon. It has to do with illusions. It has to do with looking past the veil. It has to do with not letting a person, place, or thing hold you back from truly succeeding in the goals and aspirations that you have worked on. As you can see, Capricorn is willing to stay in the light and willing to leave the shadow self behind, meaning learning to leave certain behavioral patterns or certain things that no longer serve them purpose in the present. I feel like that, Capricorns are looking past the veil, are seeing past the veil. Capricorns are very smart. Like I said, they're an earth sign, so they relate to a Taurus and a Virgo, and earth signs are about being stable, about being grounded. This being another major arcana, which is the moon holds the energy of a Pisces. And Pisces, that's why I said, you learn to be more intuitive, because the energy of a Pisces, they're the most intuitive sign in the zodiac. So I truly feel like that you're really embracing your own. You're really, learning to observe your emotions and not observe them. You're learning to explore your thought process. You're learning to, understand if there's nothing to do about a situation. You're learning to move on and not let it hinder you, not let it upset you, not let it get you depressed to a point where it debilitates you, where you can't move forward. So I feel like the energy of a Capricorn is, really having the courage to move forward and truly accepting and receiving what it is that they deserve, and learning to release and let go to people or situations that no longer serve them purpose. So the key words for this card, Capricorn, is fear, question, explore, courage, illusion, clarity. Introspection and clarity are important at this time. Feelings that have lain dormant are now coming to the surface. They have been part of your subconscious for some time. They refer to it as your shadow self and represent all of your fears and delusions regarding matters of the heart. You may have concerns about examining these issues, but know that when an issue rises to the surface, it's ready to be faced and healed. Have the courage to acknowledge and confront these newly emerging feelings, okay? Look at them from all sides and try to determine where they first come from, when and how they were planted in your subconscious. Question the validity of these, the validity of these feelings. Often they were based on your childhood imagination and are no more than illusions. They're not appropriate for your adult relationships, yet they persist. They're not based on reality, but they're powerful influences, and it can affect your relationship in major ways. They can even prevent a romantic relationship from manifesting. Have the courage to explore your beliefs and misconceptions about love. You may find that these emergent feelings are based not only on your limited perceptions, but also on what you actually saw or experienced as a child. Know that whatever your reality was then, it doesn't have to be your reality now. You are no longer that person. Examine these feelings and gain clarity on who you are, what is true for you regarding your relationships, okay? And again, this is another major arcana, Capricorn. So Capricorn, your affirmation is I examine my feelings about relationships and release no longer my truth. Meaning that, we were conditioned or we witnessed a certain way of other relationships working out, or how other relationships are working, or how other relationships were broken up. Some of you might have been, raised around a single parent, and it might give that child the indication that they're better off single, which is okay to have the strength to say, you know, I can be single and I can be in a relationship. I know how to be my own best friend. I know how to stand in my own ground. I know how to take care of my own responsibilities. I know how to make my money. But I do feel like that sign symbols and synchronicities for Capricorns are going to come in very strong during the summer, especially throughout the month of July. I feel like that certain things that Capricorn weren't aware of, that it was dug deep down in their subconscious. Again, there's things in people's subconscious that they're not aware that are there. And when you're going through a spiritual awakening, or when you're going through your spiritual journey, these things that were stuck and attached to your subconscious start releasing and coming to the surface. So what that is, Capricorn, is when it comes to the surface, learn the life lesson and learn to heal the old emotion from it, okay? Always leave everything in the past, your emotions, okay? If something from the past is coming to the surface and to the front of you, it's God and the angels or whoever you believe in is asking you, okay, what life lesson can you learn from the situation? And have you healed yourself from these old emotions that no longer serve your purpose in the present, okay? Because you definitely did a lot of healing. You definitely did a lot of looking within. So I feel like that, you know, Capricorns, you're feeling like that you're not going to be recognized or rewarded. I do feel like that even though that these general readings for July, but I feel like Capricorn, there's big things coming in your direction in 2020. I do feel the energy for Capricorn is going to be promoted. I feel like there's a possible career change, a possible move. I feel like there's many big things coming for Capricorn. So if you're a Capricorn sun, moon, or rising, or it's in your Venus, there could be a potential new relationship. There could be a potential area of growth in your abundance. And again, some people think of abundance as money. It could be money, it could be love, it could be career. But I do feel like that big changes and big things are coming in the direction of a Capricorn. So Capricorn, be patient with yourself, pace yourself, okay? I know that you feel like that you're not getting anywhere, or you're not being recognized for the hard work and effort that you put into something, but just know that your time is coming. You will be recognized soon. You will be rewarded with many big things. And you know, love, I feel like, is one of them, Capricorn. I do feel like love is on the horizon for you, as long as you continue to let go, and as long as you continue to let go and release the old emotions that no longer serve your purpose, to release whatever, if the past comes back in front of you, God wants you to reevaluate, rethink. What life lesson, why is this being brought back around? And then bring it to the surface, release and let go. Do not hold on to it. Do not hold on to the old emotion. If anything, God's trying to help you replace the bad memories with good memories. So Capricorn, it's time for you to rise. It's time for you to shine. It's time for you to truly become one within, because I do feel like that there's new love coming in, new love. Or maybe you had a love interest and maybe that will revive itself. But I do feel like there's, if you're single, Capricorn, I feel like new love is approaching you, or a relationship is approaching you, because this is the Two of Cups, okay? Green is the color of growth, okay? Coming together. It could be a partnership and or relationship. So I feel like, you know, with this card being the overall energy, and this card, you know, being number 4 before the outcome, I do feel like that there's a potential new relationship coming in your direction. So make sure you be patient, you pace yourself, you give that even give and take of emotion, conversation, respect, and love, all right? Because the key words for this card is harmony, romance, healing, commitment. This is a card of partnership and harmony. It suggests a new romance or a deepening of an existing one. You may find that a current friendship blossoms into something more, or an exciting new love steps into your life. When this card appears, it often signifies taking love to the next level. Is it time for you to make a greater commitment to any of your relationships? Perhaps you'll find a partner that is now ready to commit more fully to the relationship. Marriage or a union of some kind may be on the horizon. This is also a card of healing, of people coming together in a spirit of love and forgiveness. Are you involved in any relationships where misunderstanding or disputes have placed distance between you? Perhaps it's to bring harmony back to those relationships by calling a truce and starting over again. Okay, so even though I say in my videos, move on from people, places, and things, but like I say, if you let love go, if it was meant to be, it will come back. And Capricorns, I do feel like that you've learned to forgive yourself and others, so I do feel like that you're going to be open to whatever approaches you during the month of July, because I feel like there's a certain person and opportunity that is going to be brought to your attention, or there's going to be a certain situation or person that's going to shed light on a certain something that you either were probably questioning about or whatever. But I do feel like the Capricorns have done a lot of healing, but now it's all about, changing your perception. It's all about being more forgiving and understanding. It's all about accepting the differences. It's all about that it is what it is. It's all about the even exchange of emotion. It's all about, the even exchange of understanding each other. I'm not like you. You're not like me. You're you and I'm me. And to understand that you can move on from those differences. So I feel like, you're gonna, during the month of July, I feel like you're going to be kind of in limbo, not sure how to go about whatever certain situation or person that is brought to your attention. So for the outcome, it is the Four of Cups. The key words are boredom, delusion, vigilance, action. Often in affairs of the heart, you may become complacent, even bored with what you have. You forget to see the magic of your interactions with others and fail to invest time and effort to maintain the human love and link. If you've been looking for a relationship for some time without success, you may become disillusioned or discouraged, no longer believing that a relationship will manifest. Your enthusiasm diminishes and you no longer provide the universe with the energy needed to produce the relationship. The same is true of struggling too long to improve an existing relationship. Now is not the time for complacency. This is your opportunity to attain what you've been seeking and to improve what you have. It requires diligence, action, and enthusiasm. Lift your spirits and look for the opportunity that will present itself and then act. And again, I got this deck as a gift, so this is the first time I've done generals with this deck, so it's definitely backing up what I'm saying, that Capricorn, there's potential new love in a relationship coming in your direction, but I know that with the energy of a Capricorn, they feel like that they have a lot on their shoulders, but I feel like that Capricorns are, confronting it headstrong, are balancing themselves out, that they're not stressing themselves out, they're not crying over spilled milk, they're taking things for what they are, they're being patient. But I tell you this, Capricorn, if you're not even getting the even take of communication, respect, love, and understanding, then it's time to let go of that person, okay? It's time for you to stop waiting by the phone to see if they're going to call or message. It's time for you to live your life and continue to balance the work and play, because I feel like that the energy of a Capricorn, it's going to turn out to be a great summer for you, but it's all about what you put into it. It's all about what you deserve to get back, all right? So don't deprive yourself of being with friends, having good times, making memories, and don't stay stuck on a situation that's not giving you the even give and take back, all right, Capricorn? I am so proud of you. Like, I'm just saying, like, Capricorns have come a long way. They have put a lot of hard work and effort in all aspects of their life. So Capricorns, be patient. It's going to pay off, and you will be rewarded. I'm just saying. Love you, Capricorn.